And it was just on January 3rd, you all may have heard about it, 31-year-old teacher, Keenan Anderson, tased 6 times by the LAPD. He, according to his family, was experiencing a mental health crisis. It was he who flagged down the police for help. And it is he who is now no longer with us.
My Lord.
And right here in Birmingham, you know about the ugly history of police brutality with the terrorist tactics of Bull Connor. Birmingham knows about police dogs and fire hoses being turned on black flesh to discourage them from seeking justice. Birmingham knows about the evils of racial violence. Birmingham knows about bombings, so much so that you were named Bombingham. Birmingham knows about the trauma of white supremacy when 4 little girls, Addie Mae Collins, Cynthia Diane
Call her
West,
name.
Carol Rosamond
Call her
Wilson,
name.
and Carol Denise McNeil
Call her name.
were bombed to their heavenly homes
Sarah
while
Collins.
they studied and worshiped
Call her
in the
name.
16th Street Baptist Church. But Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth practiced creative maladjustment
Call
to
her
Birmingham's blasphemous bigotry. Yes, they beat him with chains and baseball bats and brass knuckles and stabbed his
Telephone
wife
book.
Ruby. But he kept on being creatively maladjusted to justice.
You well put that together.
They tried to bomb his church,
Oh, yes, she did.
but he kept being creatively maladjusted through the Alabama Christian Movement of Human Rights and Project C, which stood for confrontation.
Amen.
They tried to clip his wings so he couldn't fly above the horizon of hate. But now, when you fly into this city, as I did, you fly into the Birmingham Shuttlesworth International Airport.
Hey! You know it, baby.
Like Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth and the blessed brothers and sisters of Birmingham, we must remain committed to being creatively maladjusted to injustice. But that injustice does not just mean race, it's about gender too. There's a great deal of tension and conflict in our movement of freedom because we have often denied women recognition and their just due in the struggle.
All right now.
We must be creatively maladjusted when it comes to injustice of sexism in our culture. Don't forget that it was Rosa Parks who jump-started a movement when she refused to give up her seat on the bus and took us all on a ride of freedom throughout Montgomery. Don't forget, it was Professor Joanne Robinson of Alabama State College and leader of the Women's Political Council that helped start and shape the Montgomery bus boycott, long before the men got involved. Don't forget Daisy Bates, a civil rights activist and leader with the NAACP, publisher of a black newspaper, the Arkansas State Press, and a lecturer who played a significant role in advising the Little Rock Nine students who integrated public schools in Arkansas. Don't forget Diane Nash, who led the charge to integrate lunch counters in Nashville, helped lead the Freedom Riders to desegregate interstate travel, and who co-founded the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, which we know as SNCC, and helped to lead the Selma voting rights movement.
Sure did.
And don't forget Ella Baker, who was the first staff person for Dr. King's Southern Christian Leadership Conference, a NAACP stalwart, a fiercely independent leader and thinker, and the inspiring figure behind the leaders of SNCC. And don't forget Septima Clark, who created the citizenship education program at Highlander Folk School so she could increase black voter registration. And don't you dare forget Fannie Lou Hamer.
All right. Yes.
Who was a sharecropper and became a legendary leader who fought white supremacy and uttered the immortal words that I'm sure all of you can join in me in saying. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Got to make a change.
And don't forget Mary McLeod Bethune, who was an iconic activist for racial justice and a fierce advocate for education, who founded what became Bethune-Cookman University. Don't forget Dorothy Height, who was a great civil rights leader, every bit as important as every man who tried to suppress her voice. But they couldn't keep her quiet because her voice came through as the head of the National Council of Negro Women.
That's right.
And don't forget Shirley Chisholm,
Shirley
who
Chisholm.
became the first black woman
First.
to be elected to Congress.
Yes.
Winning her seat in New York
Woo,
in
yes, she did.
1968.
Yes.
And she eventually ran for president.
Uh-huh.
The first woman, not
Amen.
just black woman, first woman
Amen.
of a major political party. to run
Joe
for
did.
president.
She did that.
Don't forget about Anna Julia Cooper, born enslaved in 1858 and became the fourth woman to earn a PhD in America. On her way to becoming a renowned scholar and the mother of black feminism with her book, A Voice from the South.
Joe did.
And don't forget Pauli Murray. Pauli Murray. Remember that name. Today, she may be considered and may have acknowledged herself as non-binary. Pauli Murray was the only woman in her class at Howard University School of Law. She graduated at the top of her class.
Joe
It was
did.
because of her work as a law student that Justice Thurgood Marshall changed the theory of his case during the Brown v. Board of Education case.
Joe
It was
did.
because of Pauli Murray that Ruth Bader Ginsburg became who we know as Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She became the first black woman ordained as an Episcopal priest, and she invented the term you heard me say earlier, Jane Crow, to capture the unique oppression suffered by black women. Black women have worked tirelessly
Sure have.
and bravely
And still
to
do.
combat racial oppression while fighting gender oppression
Sure
in
will.
white and black worlds.
That's right.
We must be creatively maladjusted to poisonous patriarchy, sick sexism, malicious misogyny. Finally, we must be creatively maladjusted to classism. Tragically, some of us believe we better than others. We got our little bit of education.
Yeah.
We got our car,
Sure
our
will.
house, our job.
Yeah.
But that does not make you better
Sure
than our
won't.
less fortunate brothers and sisters.
Amen. Amen. Tell it, baby. Tell it, honey. Tell it, baby. Tell
In
it.
the Bible, Luke 12:14 reminds us, to whom much is given,
Much is
will be
required. All
So
right.
if you have a lot, you must give a lot.
Amen. Woo.
If you have privilege, you must share that privilege with others.
That's right.
If
That's
you have
right.
been blessed, then as the songstress Patti LaBelle said, pass it on.
Pass it on. I'ma
Dr.
pass
King
it
died
on.
helping sanitation workers in Memphis. He didn't consider himself above the fray, and certainly not above their station in life. He considered men who collected garbage for a living to be furthest thing from garbage themselves. He considered them precious children of God, worth giving his life for. Dr. King, in echoing his teacher, the great mystic Howard Thurman, insisted that we are joined together in a common quest for justice and dignity. He said that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Everywhere.
We are caught in an inescapable network of brutality, tied in a single garment of destiny.
Yes.
Whatever affects one directly
Affects
affects
us
all
all.
indirectly. And as I end, I want to remind you that we are all in the same boat as black folk
Sure will.
and great citizens of goodwill.
Yes.
Dr. King, in his address to the American Psychological Association, argued that our world is in dire need of a new organization,
Sure will.
the International Association for the Advancement of Creative Maladjustment.
All right.
I don't know about you, but I'm proud of the NAACP
Me
and
too.
a proud member. The Urban League, Rainbow Push, National Action Network, the National Council of Negro Women, Black Women's Roundtable,
Yes.
and so many other organizations. But it is time for all of us to join the IAACM, the International Association for the Advancement of Creative Maladjustment.
All right, I'm gonna join it today. I'm
When
gonna
we
get me a
join that group, we
membership.
realize that nothing is impossible and that good things can come true if we insist on being creatively maladjusted to injustice. And when we are creatively maladjusted, we realize that anything can happen because, like Dr. King, we never give up hope. For those who say that it is impossible to successfully fight injustice, please remember that Dr. King said we must never lose hope and surrender to despair. He said this even as he himself waged war with his own battle with mental health issues. He attempted suicide twice before the age of 13, and he wrestled mightily with depression throughout his adulthood. We must confront the hazards and perils of neglecting our mental health. And like Dr. King, face our dark days as much as with bright hope as we can muster, and to help ourselves with the help of our friends, with the help of our family,
Yes.
and with the help of trained professionals. If there is any lesson in Dr. King's struggles with depression, it is that we must seek professional aid as we battle our own psychological challenges. And as the great Seamus Heaney reminds us, anything can happen. Anything can happen. The tallest towers be overturned. Those in high places daunted. Those overlooked regarded. So I remind you, my friends, keep going, because anything can happen. Keep marching toward truth and justice, because anything can happen. Keep hoping, because anything can happen. Keep believing, because anything can happen. They said political manipulation and hate couldn't be defeated, but we've defeated them, because anything could happen. They said that fascist-leaning and autocratic impulses couldn't be stopped, but we stopped them because anything can happen. They said we couldn't make Dr. King's birthday a national holiday, but we made it come true.
Yes.
Because anything
And
can
Juneteenth
happen.
too.
They said a woman would never become vice president, but we have a black woman who did, because anything can happen. They said a black man would never become president, but he did, because anything can happen. They said a black woman would never become a Supreme Court justice, but she did, because anything can happen. And you, my brothers and sisters, can come and become creatively maladjusted to injustice, because anything can happen. Let us keep being creatively maladjusted until all the good we are seeking, all the good that we are searching for, all the good that we are working for becomes a reality. God bless the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and God bless you all.
Thank you. Woo! Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right.